It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off play action. Paul. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Paul. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake. Paul. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, it's Taylor.
And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Operating from the gun, Paul. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Paul. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on. Hey.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting. Negative.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
10 cycles. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Smash. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jaguars 21, Colts nothing.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Paul. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he would go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
6, 7. Hurry.
Operating from the gun. Paul. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
K'Lavon Chaisson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Off play action. Lawson. And his throw is incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A big play that time for Jacksonville. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Lawson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw on second down.
Paul tries the right side, finding Woods here.
On the double.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Off play action. Paul. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the counter, it's Taylor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Paul eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw again. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
13 more yards.
Watch out. 50 Fury. Black shot. Black is six. Edo blue.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Paul. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Paul. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Come on, set.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Colts. Tyler Lockett from 8 yards out.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's the option play going left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and 2, Paul. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Paul. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes left side. 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on second down, Lawson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll go option on second down, right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're going to try the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars at... And they appear poised to break this long losing streak. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Paul.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Smash. Red. Ball red. 6. Mega. 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Paul.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, Paul.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
Yellow. Red. Cycle. Red. Yellow. Red.
Back to throw. Paul. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Off the play fake. Lawson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Off play action. Lawson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carroll. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Lawson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Paul. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Paul under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Throwing on 3rd and long. Paul, and that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's go now. Ultra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Green, green jack. Steal, check steal. Hey.
Throwing on first down. Paul. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the prank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Topped out like I managed. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go.